Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a quick unboxing and first look at the Lockheed Martin F-35A by Hobbymaster. So this is in the 1/72 scale, and this is based on the Royal Australian Air Force color scheme. So if you look at the sticker there, this aircraft is actually produced in 2017 in terms of being modeled after the real jet. This is the 2017 production F-35s that are being delivered to the Royal Australian Air Force. So it's pretty cool to have one that is so current, and I think this is the most up-to-date F-35 and also the most up-to-date Hobbymaster model being produced after a real-world aircraft, because these are the first ones that are being delivered to the Australian Air Force. So it's pretty cool to have this one. Honestly, I got it because the price was a lot cheaper than the American models, but I also do have the Royal Australian Air Force F-18 Super Hornet as well. So I thought these two would look cool together on the shelf. I'll do a review of that coming soon. But enough rambling, let's take a look at the packaging. Pretty standard affair. Again, you got the sticker here that always denotes which model you got. In the background, this is actually the F-35 test model in the image here. And this is actually the X-35 if I'm not mistaken. So this model is the F-35, but these images are kind of dated. I wish they would have used something more up to date, but it doesn't, just a box, so not the biggest deal. Hobbymaster logo up top, 72 air power series. And this is the F-35A. Hobbymaster does make an F-35B. I'm not sure if they make an F-35C, but there is a company out there that does make the C if you're interested in that variant in particular. So yeah, enough about that. Taking a look around the side, same sticker. It says F-35A Lightning II. Royal Australian Air Force 2017. And taking around to the back, there's actually another test model F-35. So these are not the production models in the images, which is interesting. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just to cut costs, because they probably had a model that was based after the test F-35. So pretty bland all around. As far as size goes, pretty standard Hobbymaster packaging size. I actually figured, since I talk about the size of the boxes, there's a ruler to give you an idea. About 8 3/4, I think all around. Yep. And then measures about, if you can see that, 3 inches tall. So that's the packaging on the outside. This one does have a window box, so we'll take a look. There's the F-35A details and background information. You can pause that and read it. I'll include that in the review when I talk about it. And then looking through the window, some cool stuff going on here. Clamshell, as Hobbymaster likes to do. And looking at the paint scheme, you can't really see much through the shell, but I do notice that it's different than the United States Air Force F-35 colors. It's a little bit more subdued, and obviously the roundels are different, and it's got some accent colors which our models don't have. So that's going to be cool to take a look at when it's out of the packaging. And then as far as accessories, looks like you got your weapons bay doors for both sides here, open canopy, standard Hobbymaster pilot. Let me see if I can get the lighting up a little bit higher so you guys can see that. Get it to focus. There's the pilot, open canopy, nose wheel landing gear with the door, looks like it's one piece, and then 2 rear landing gear doors, and then this looks like the closed door if you're displaying it in flight on the stand with everything nice and closed up as stealth aircraft are. So yeah, that's the packaging and clamshell look. I'll close this up, and next up I'm gonna grab my knife and get this thing cracked open. Alright everyone, so I got my knife, and I think I'll do this live just to kind of get my first real impression, so it's not like scripted or anything. So you got a pull tab in the back. If this is anything like the other Hobbymasters, the packaging is usually in a clamshell with a couple pieces of tape that you got to cut open, so that's what I'm expecting at least. And these tabs always tend to get caught in the corner, but anyway. There's the standard text that says press in on the side of the blister to open. Clamshell tray comes out nicely. And let me see if there are instructions in here. There's the accessories pouch. Let me put that to the side for a second. I know a lot of times I say these things don't come with instructions, and then I realize that they do, and they're just actually sandwiched behind this tray back here. So let me take a look in there and see if there's instructions. And I'm actually not seeing any, unfortunately, no instructions with this one, so hopefully it's straightforward enough and I can put it together without that, but I'm gonna kind of shoot myself in the foot if I break anything off because these pieces are pretty delicate. So first thing I like to do is remove the accessories pouch. Here's a quick look at the accessories pouch. Looking through, looks like we got a couple of JDAMs, some AIM-120 missiles, accessory doors, and some other stuff. We'll crack that open and take a look at that later. And then there's the tape that I was talking about. So I'm gonna get that cut open. That's one, and it's usually all around. That's two. And that should be the last one. So if I did everything right, this top shell should come off, and even then, it's really not that easy to get it taken out, but that came off easily enough. So there's the aircraft inside the clamshell. And then, as always with Hobby Masters, you gotta push in these blister packs to release the wings. And it always is a little nerve-wracking because some of these pieces like to fly out when you do it. And it takes a little bit of force, so you might feel like you're gonna break the packaging, but if you apply it enough thorough force in the middle of the blister, it should just pop in. This one's being really tough, so I'm gonna try it again with a different angle. Wow, that does not want to come out. So that's one side, and then that's the other side. So if I did that right, if I lift up from the back, it should just come out, but it's not wanting to, and I think it's because it's hooked on by the nose, but oh, there we go. So there is the aircraft in all its glory, and that looks super cool. Don't want to spoil everything because otherwise we won't have anything to talk about in the review, but there's your first look. And I'm a little impartial to this aircraft in particular. This jet kind of is the reason the F-22, at least partially, is the reason that it was taken out of production, so I'm a little biased towards this, but having it in hand, I gotta say it's really cool to hold it. So there's the underside weapons bay, and that's a quick look at it. I don't want to give everything away until I get to the final view, but while we have everything in package, let's just take another quick look at this. Looks like this weapons bay door wanted to come out, but no big deal. And then what's interesting, this is the first model I've had that Hobby Master put a little bit of foam towards the front to protect the nose cone. So very nice packaging touch there to keep everything nice and safe. There's your canopy, pilot. We'll get it real up close. If you want to take a look at the detail on that one. Nice tampograph text. That's just looking really cool. I always love the attention to detail that they put into these models. And then on the side of the clamshell, I forgot to mention that it does include the stand, and looking through you do get the accessories removal tool, which is just a hook that helps you pry some of the pieces off. So standard affair with the packaging. Let me get that put together, and that pretty much does it for my unboxing. I'm gonna get the aircraft put on the display stand and then just do a quick initial thoughts before I get into the review. So I'm gonna attach that, and we'll do that next. Okay, so that took some doing, but finally got it out of the box and all assembled. And first thoughts, it's a little bit finicky in terms of piece fit. I think this is one of the Hobby Master molds that was done in their early, I guess, lineup in terms of aircraft, and there were some parts fit issues. I had to sand some pieces down to make it fit, things like that, but overall not the hardest to put together. Compared to the F4 Phantom that I have from them, this model was not nearly as finicky, but it still does have its issues, which I'll cover in the review. But putting that aside and looking at it in terms of aesthetic and bang for your buck, all those types of things, very positive outlook overall. I think it comes with a good amount of accessories. The paint scheme is nicely done. There's no major issues with the paint bleed, flakes of paint coming off, anything like that. There were some very, very minor ones on the bottom of the model, but you're not going to really see that anyway. Cockpit detailing looks nice, and overall I am happy with the first impression. So I'm gonna, take it for a test drive, so to speak, go through all the different features and see what works, what doesn't. And I got it in the clean configuration here. For the review, I might change it up and put some ordnance on it, but right now it's in the standard stealthy F-35 scheme. So overall, first impressions looking very good. I'm gonna do the quick review soon and then the long review, so anything you guys want to see in that, or if you have questions about the model in particular, go ahead and leave them and I'll try to get it covered. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the full review coming soon.